Yeah, well, it's good. I mean, so all I need, to follow them. I don't think it's.
Are you sure?
I don't think
Okay, looks like we are live on YouTube.
Oh, let me just get that for you.
Uh,
I think you're just trying to. Happen.
3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Another kind of sign up. Cast back, that it's the worst. I never realized how possible it was.
Brittany, can you do me a favor and see if we are still live on YouTube? I've just closed it again.
Water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. That's great.
Yeah, we are live.
Okay, great, thank you. It's working.
Oh, great.
Welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday, November 10th. I'd like to call the meeting for the Historic Sites Board to order. We'll start with the land acknowledgement. This meeting is live streamed on the City of Sault Ste. Marie's YouTube channel. We acknowledge with respect that we are meeting in the Robinson Huron Treaty Territory, that the land on which we are gathered is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, known as Bawadi. Bawadi is the home of the Garden River First Nation, Bechuana First Nation, and the historic Sault Ste. Marie Métis Council. Does anyone have to declare conflict of interest with this today's agenda? Anyone's good? Carried. Number 3, adoption of the agenda. We need a motion for a historic site board meeting for September 10th, 2025. As presented, be approved. David and Carol seconded. Adoption of the minutes. This was for.
Sorry, you just have to say all in favor.
Oh, all in favor? Carrie.
They're in favor?
Okay. Good. Adoption of minutes for the people that were here at the meeting of August 6th. Be approved, a motion to approve. Heather. A seconder. David?
Yeah.
We have to do all in favor again.
All in favor? Carrie. And the next is business arising, and I know Kathy has some comments.
I just wanted to, it's not really arising, it's just to advise you that the user fees that you approved at the last meeting went in. But I again wanted to reiterate that finance was asking for the user fees to be rounded. And for us, especially here, to include the HST, even though our column said add HST, the final version included like the whole package. So there's no difference in what you approved, it's just the presentation to finance, that was all.
Okay, we could move on to the accounts.
You have a sheet in your package, this was to July 31st. And in review of some of these, I did find that a small little mistake that I had not noticed before, that one of our accounts on our daily deposits was wrong. So I've had to do a big transfer from an account that they shouldn't have been putting revenues into. And it's not anyone's fault except for our sheet had the wrong account number. So you'll notice in the next quarter, when I do the financial statements, that things will first of all look better because we will have finished the 3rd quarter and I will have fixed the mistakes. So
I think Sarah has a question or a comment. Sarah?
Hi, Kathy. I didn't seem to have a page relating to this in my package, the one that was sent around via email. So I'm just wondering if we could receive that separately for those of us who are online.
I am not hooked up to the files today.
Yeah,
Remotely.
even after the fact.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Right
yeah.
after, so you're looking for the financial?
Yeah, I only have 16 pages in my e-package, so it doesn't seem to have.
Okay, sorry about that, that the
That's
financial
okay.
didn't get attached.
Thank you.
That's noted in, and I'll note it in the minutes that we will forward it. Thank you for pointing that out. I have to do the minutes and the agenda on eScribe, and I'm never good at it. I have to take out my little. I made myself a user manual with screenshots and everything, but.
Does anyone else have a question or comment about the expenditures or the accounts?
So they're just back to, third quarter will be, first of all, corrected, second of all, show a better understanding of how we're doing because. Summer is not in on these financials and, so the next, probably November's meeting, you will see a substantial difference.
Okay, motion to approve the expenditures year to date July 31st. Jamie? And someone to second it, Sandra? All in favor to approve the expenditures year to date July 31st for the operations of EC and Gary? Next on the agenda, curators report, information about the new branding.
So, everyone here today is receiving, a T-shirt. We are, and an invite to the unveiling ceremony. So we're asking those of you also that are joining online, if you want to come in and pick up your T-shirt. They, and attend, especially on the Saturday, Fall Rendezvous, Saturday of September 27th is the unveiling at noon. We have dignitaries confirmed, so there will be speeches. We're also looking at trying to get someone to open our ceremony with an Indigenous opening. The dignitaries will be piped in because that's Highland Day. And so they will be brought out. We're hoping the whole week is going to be beautiful weather. We do have a stage and sound system because the Highland dancers that day are gonna need it, so. We do have a podium and everything on the stage for this particular time frame, the 12 to 12:30 on the Saturday. So if you come in your new T-shirt with the new logo, cover it up. Wear a zippered sweater, and then when we unveil on stage, you can unveil yourself. And, so I just handed out all the shirts to the staff as well, it's saying the same thing, you've got them, you can't show anyone. It's a secret till 12 noon on the Saturday.
Did you by chance, give a shirt to the mayor?
He's getting one,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, awesome.
So there is actually, we have a little gift package going to the mayor, the dignitaries, the mayor, the MP, the MPP. Because we got a few cloth bags as well, and with the logo and the T-shirts, and so. They will receive that ahead of time, so if they'd like to wear it for the event, they can. That it's a little kind of half-hour time slot on the Saturday of Fall Rendezvous. And then at the end of it, all the piping is over once, so the big loud event and cannon firing.
Oh, good.
But as board members, you are invited, and then from moving forward, your shirts won't be a secret. So that's sort of the new branding and when we're going to unveil during that Saturday of rendezvous. And then from then on, John's working on all of us to use our whole new branding, fonts, color schemes, everything, from then on, so even in our emails. The Municipal Heritage Committee and the Friends of Ermitinger will remain with the house logo. It's just the site will go to this new logo. Is there any questions on that? We've been, I mean, the board has approved it, so I didn't hesitate to order shirts and things. We have to get you all decked out.
I guess,
Sandra,
so logo's awesome, t-shirts are outstanding. When do you think we'll start seeing this in the gift stores, the logo being used on other things?
Well, we do have some stuff, as I said, there's a little bit of merchandise that came
Okay.
with the t-shirts, it will be
Sorry.
out on the Saturday of rendezvous. We've done bookmarks, we've done magnets, we've done cloth bag, so
Awesome,
with the first order is here.
okay, sorry, thank you.
Yeah. Limited edition.
Is there anything gonna be done at a council meeting after to show off the logo to all of the councilors?
It could be.
I think that'd be a really nice
Yeah.
idea.
Okay,
It's
I'll
a
make
really
note.
nice, clean logo and it's. They should all know and potentially wear shirts too.
We did put the invite at the last council meeting. Just the invite to come to the event. So it was on the desks of all the city councilors at the last council meeting.
Threaten their lives a little bit, so they go up.
Does the website launch at the same time?
No.
All fine.
So that actually is part of the rest of, like, that's another part of my report, and I'll make note to remind me to talk about that day. So fall rendezvous, if you're available, we can use volunteers. Wednesday, Thursday, as you can see by the posters, are education days. We have busloads of students coming. A batch in the morning, a batch in the afternoon. We have the 3 school boards attending. As well as being open to the public. All 4 days for the public. Friday and Saturday are part of Culture Days, Ontario Culture Days. Friday evening, we're launching the Highland Fest with the Sip and Savor soiree. So if you don't have your tickets, get them fast or put your name at the front desk for them. It's a full 4-course menu of food paired with the 4 scotches from the 4 quadrants of Scotland. And it's the whole, and the guests will be piped in and the fire will be on back here. So it's, that's the Friday night to sort of lead into Saturday's Highland Fest. And Highland Fest, we do have pipe bands and Scottish dancers. Of course, the whole 4 days, we have our stations as usual with all our reenactors. And on the weekend, we have more Indigenous people joining us with their art, doing Indigenous artisans. So with doing their crafts, arts. And then we also have, for the public, especially on Saturday, we have beaver tails and the new Texas barbecue from Thessalon.
Oh, I love that.
So, good food that day too, yeah. And Jamie's on the beverage.
I'm the bartender.
So, Jamie and Anna from here, they have their smart serve, so we will have beer. But we will also have water, pop, iced tea, that sort of stuff, because there's no other beverages being sold by the food vendors. So we have to have it. So that's a real quick summary, but there's lots happening. Minimum of 8 stations per day of reenactors. Just because, especially for the school day. That's every 15 minutes, the cannon will fire. And for the school days, and then on the hour for Friday and Saturday. So if especially council, I put a poster on your desks at the last council meeting, because sometimes we get the complaints that people living nearby that have worked a night shift will call their city councilor, and it's a temporary thing for our 4 days. The cannon fires and the muskets. 4 days in the year. And we do have a candy cannon again for Friday and Saturday. So come bring family and children to get their Tootsie Rolls and bubble gum.
Oh, fun.
And yeah. It's our. I'm trying to do the math, 15th year, Carol, when did we start this? 2010.
Yeah, it's gotta be at least that, yeah.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
Carol and I have gray hair because of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we think we need veterans pay for the water.
Well, especially after the bicentennial, I still remember that.
Anyway,
Kathy
yeah,
has the volunteer sign up sheet if you haven't already,
Yeah.
or if you're able, there's a sign up sheet here,
Yeah.
so.
please put your name down if you're around and available, and for those of you joining us on Zoom, if you wanna come at all during the 4 days, just send me an email. That's who's already signed up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can.
Oh, yeah.
To volunteers, man. Is that about it? When I ask if I get.
So have a nice box.
Yeah.
Going in my body. But I don't know if they just took pictures.
You're coming to. Yes.
Yeah, so Patricia was just saying that, like, we are having dignitaries at the Saturday. Unveiling and commemoration, oh, just a reminder to everyone, it's 60 years since the city bought the old stone house. And then, what else does it say? It's 60, 55, and 45 years, so there's lots to commemorate as well as the unveiling. So, and because it's during Fall Rendezvous, we did invite the province and the federal government levels, because Fall Rendezvous is funded through those provincial and federal levels. So they will be acknowledged as well for funding. So Patricia said she's gonna take pictures. That's sort of a really quick update on Fall Rendezvous, yes.
Maybe my questions. You may already touched, media partners, especially CTV, do you know if they're coming to cover it? On the Northern News?
No. I hope so, because see, we're running ads on CTV
Okay.
for Fall Rendezvous. We're on starting next week, morning, noon, and night news.
Mhm.
And shows like The Social and a few others, so we have a whole marketing
Wow.
campaign
Yeah.
with CTV. We also have one with Sue Today.
Mhm.
And Sue Star is running an ad, like in the newspaper, online, and hard copy. So we've got all of those, and then we also have Algoma Country and Tourism Sault Ste. Marie
Wow.
pushing it out. The word feverishly,
Curiously.
yeah, that's it. So it's yeah, it's out there.
Well, nicely done.
Egg destination Ontario. Oh.
Any other information you might wanna know about Fall Rendezvous? Just come and experience it.
So fun.
It's really fun.
Then Madam Chair, I can move on to.
Yeah,
my-
there's, the next is the fall and winter events and the programming.
Yeah, so we are already planning, we have Halloween on Queen with the Downtown Association and our Halloween house. Moonlight Magic and our Yule Tide, and this, even with Yule Tide, we do Christmas tea, but. We do the school's Christmas programming and the teachers are calling already.
Oh,
So we're in full mode for the last quarter of the year. When then we're also starting to think of January, February, March for the Fridays by the Fire. And maybe we might even add in this year, we just had a staff meeting before this and I said, we could do coffee with the curator. Oh, I thought that'd be fun
And
too.
you could say, and autographs.
Well, there. With Will and E, Carol. So those are all up and coming in the works already. After Thanksgiving, we reduce our hours to Tuesdays to Saturdays. The tourism season is over at that point. I think we may have one cruise ship in after that, but we're here for them. Whatever's scheduled and booked in, we have already made arrangements, so. And the other programming that's in full swing, for everyone to know is our website and our AR, our augmented reality exhibits and our touch screens. So the 3 buildings will have augmented reality and we will have a touch screen in each building for accessibility reasons, first of all, but second of all, to house all those other stories steeped in stone and virtual tours. Heather met with us. There was a group of us that has had a preliminary meeting about marketing all of this. So because it's all gonna be launched, the website and exhibits and everything during Heritage Week in February. We will be live with all during Heritage Week. So we had that and Heather got a sneak preview of what Mr. Ermitinger may look like when he comes to life in the house.
Oh,
So we can say the 3 people that are coming to life are Charles Oakes Ermitinger, of course, Francis Hector Clerg, and in the Heritage Discovery, Francis Ermitinger, his daughter. And when they came, she was a child, and so she, like a medium-aged child, I think she was between 8 and 10. And she witnessed the change of Sault Ste. Marie, and she was one of the longest living Ermitingers, so even up to Clerk's era. So we felt,
oh, wow.
first of all, she's female, second of all, in today's world, she would have been classified as Métis, and then second of all, she lived in the Arabs. So she's our introduction in the Heritage Discovery Center.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That's really
but we got to see him in his top hat and tails and
good. I was very.
gesturing as he spoke.
Oh my gosh.
That's cool and
It
creepy, right?
is cool. That's exciting.
Yeah.
It's a little creepy, but
Yeah,
exciting.
I
yeah.
do have a question, Kathy, like, I mean, obviously we have pictures of Mr. Clerk, so you can kind of see like, was there any type of illustration, so it's just whatever written description may be of the
So we
Ermitinger
gave
family?
them photos that we had of descendants,
Okay,
but not his descendants.
Oh,
We've never found those, but his
Mhm.
brothers and his brothers' children. So we have pictures and portraits that were painted of family.
Yeah.
And we know what the clothing of the era was, so they're just making it up and.
That's
So
very cool.
if you've been here, our exhibits don't show anybody. And even our symbol in the Heritage Discovery Center for Mr. Ermitinger is a black silhouette in a top hat. So he's gonna actually have a face and everything now.
So exciting. Out of curiosity, which company did this for us again? I'm just curious.
The successful tender bid went to XR Studios.
Oh, right. Okay. How much was the final bill on that?
I only know what we got from Fedor, which also is website and everything else, so it's just under the 200,000 mark.
Okay, and that's awesome.
But
And-
that's like
Yeah.
everything we're doing,
Right,
including heat and air in the blockhouse and all those things.
that's amazing for that
Yeah.
price. Going off tangent for a second, where was he buried? Mr.
Montreal.
Oh, he was,
So Mr. Ermitinger and his family
yeah.
retired to Montreal, and this summer I got to go to the Bank of Montreal in Montreal and sat under the sign that says Ermitinger is a founding member.
So
And-
cool.
Right above him is a McTavish, you know, that might be why we're having Highlander Day. So, yeah, they retired to Montreal. Funny enough is, Mr. Clark did too,
Oh.
even though he's from the United States. So he retired in Montreal as well.
And sorry, final question on this. When did they retire? When did they retire?
Well-
They go,
They didn't retire until later in life.
yeah,
The downfall of the fur trade was about 1838.
oh, wow.
So, they left here actually before the official downfall. It just as it was started.
Oh,
So they left, I think, in 1828.
oh, wow.
They went to a farm on the St. Lawrence River, Avon Mule or something.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I guess they were running a farm for a while.
yeah, as he was still working in finance and the fur trade in Montreal.
Yes.
Yeah. So that sort of was the update on all of that. We've been working hard on it all, trying to get, because we have to do test runs. So you will get an invitation if you'd like to come and test out the augmented reality.
Oh, yeah, that was.
Probably in November, we'll do the first one. January will be another one, because we're going live in February, so,
I have a question. Is that gonna be in both language?
yes,
Really?
yes.
Okay, I'll do the test run in French.
Not for our AR,
Okay.
but we have a whole
Okay.
bunch of other stuff
Yeah.
coming in both languages. The people, what we have found is, we did ask the question, can
Mhm.
our 3 people speak in French and English? Even, because Mr. Ermitinger spoke 4 languages, but anyways, it's hard to sync the lips.
Yeah,
with-
I could just
yeah,
imagine.
with the
Yeah.
script.
Even
so.
just in English, like this is an art to do. I've seen like shows that they were talking about how they're doing it. It takes hours of
It's animation, right? So,
So it's like crazy.
yeah,
Absolutely, yeah.
but the quest that we have in English right now with 15 stops is all being translated. So, there's a bunch of things we're doing, and the website will have the optional.
So good.
There's, yes.
Have we ever thought, like moving forward, not at this time, it's just a thought, in looking at the third translation, which would be Anishinaabe? Like,
Yes.
because like in looking how things are moving forward,
Yeah.
we could end up having 3 official languages, right?
Yeah.
So just to put it in
Yeah.
our thoughts and in our back pockets to say that
Mhm.
Anishinaabe would be maybe,
Yeah.
not everything, but moving forward, looking at that
In the
potentially.
especially here
another
for a
project.
Ojibwe language.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, like right now, we have limited options, but we do have it blended, so our movie starts with Ojibwe from Barb Nolan. And there's a few other things that we have, but it's not. Like it was good at the time, it's not great. I'm working with Caitlin Neville, who's the city's Indigenous coordinator. That's not her official title, sorry Caitlin, but we've met and we're, you know, talking about how to start to look at the decolonization of museums. How to work on, there's a friendship accord with Garden River now, so we're, all those things and how we here especially. So we're gonna be talking about it a bit more and then it'll come to a board meeting for a discussion.
Well, just as an FYI, like I'm that, and I'm a white lady, like I'm not First Nations. But I'm the Indigenous lead for Destination Ontario, and I sit on the ITO board, so anything that I can help you with
Okay.
regards to Indigenous Tourism Ontario. I do sit on that board, I'm a non-voting member because I have a government job. Yeah, anything that I can do to help.
That's
Just-
great.
Was anybody able to catch the drone show on Monday night?
Yeah, I caught it on the webcam from the Tower of History.
Yeah, I was there.
It wasn't well publicized. eh?
Well, because it was a First Nations event.
Yeah.
It was
They don't
about the
publicize.
Robinson, what was it? It was, they had a lot of meetings, they had 3 days worth of meetings, it was around the Robinson Huron Treaty. I just got to go, because Kevin Ashkenazi told me I could go, I was like, I think I was the only non-native, my husband and I were the only non-native people that were there, but it was fabulous, it was fabulous.
I have somebody film it.
I don't know whether they're gonna release it, but I know there's some talks going on to have it again in Sioux, so. Fine, I don't know when or what or whatever, but stay tuned, it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I got their newsletter and it had a link to the narrative. Of what what the story was behind the drone show, so I got to read it, it was.
Well, and it was neat because it had the red moon below it. Like the red moon was on Monday night and it had just come down so far. And then it had the drone show above it, so we were all at the mill in front of the rink. Looking out over to where the market used to be.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's where they operated the drone show from,
Wow.
it was over there, yeah, it was beautiful, it was really. I saw their first rendition when they had it out at in Garden River, when they had the September 30th day here. And this one is knocked my socks off, like the first one was beautiful, but they're developing, getting better and better at it, right, it knocked my socks off. So anyways, just as an FYI.
Speaking of which, last year during Culture Days, Lucia O'Connor, an Indigenous artist, did murals across the city as Ontario Culture Days. And now she's willing to donate to each of the facilities, and so we can get hers here. So I just I said yes, but then I said, oh, I better take it to the board. So, any objections?
No,
No,
She got paid by Ontario Culture Days, and I was, I think, one of the first that said, oh, this is so beautiful. We need to, you have to display it somewhere, like permanently. So then she came back to each of us and said, I was paid and they're all paid for, and Ontario Culture Days is saying I can donate them. So, we might be able to get hers and figure out where to put it, but.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's just under 2 by 4 feet. For those of us still in feet.
I'm still in feet.
Yeah,
me too.
And pounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and Fahrenheit.
Oh, yeah,
Actually, now I'm in Celsius though.
Are you
But everything,
Celsius?
yeah, everything is feet and all that, but that in Celsius, and when my husband says, oh, it's 61 out there, I look at him, yeah, I am. I know 61 is 16, but that's probably the.
Really,
Yeah.
you've gone to Celsius?
I've gone to Celsius.
Traitor. you.
I know. Well, I think that's when I moved to Quebec and everything was taught in.
I think I've done my
I'm still
I'm
mild,
doing
too.
sign language to our Madam
Yeah, Sandra has a question.
Just a quick question or comment. Sometime before the year's over, can you, maybe it's too hard, but can you give us a breakdown how many Americans, came this year? How many Canadians? I think we talked about that in the last board meeting. Or
Yeah.
is that very difficult?
Well, I can do it for group tours, that's easy.
Yeah, okay,
The general visitor, it's only by if they signed in,
okay, gotcha.
which we encourage everyone to do, to tell us where they're from. But
Yeah,
not always. So we can do it, and
Okay.
it's just based on the information we have.
okay.
Uh,
I always
Yeah.
curious to see how many people are outside, from outside Canada, even like Europe and so
Yeah.
forth.
I do, when I look at the blog and by the door, I'm surprised that none of the Europeans,
Yeah,
they outnumber the Americans.
yeah, which is super cool.
And
And my last comment is accessibility. Is there anything that we need to be aware of when we do the three big people for accessibility? Is there anything that passed by Diane with regards to people that have listening difficulties when it comes to Mr. In return, Mr. Clerk?
Well, so for our AR exhibits that are
Yeah.
coming, the reason the touch screens
Yeah,
are for that purpose.
okay,
So the pedestals for the touch screens, which are 2 feet or something.
so we're well covered off and they've been
It-
looked at by that.
So the actual pedestals are adjustable.
Awesome,
They're going to be allowing visual, bigger font, all that sort of stuff.
okay,
And it's because anyone with limited mobility in the house or the block house can't get upstairs.
exactly,
So each building's gonna have a touch screen.
awesome,
Yeah.
okay.
Beautiful.
Kathy, can I just follow up and saying, like, after our discussion on Monday, we were talking about the marketing, it sounds like, because I like, one of the questions was. Are you gonna go in there and your whole experience is just gonna be AR, but I think from what we discussed was. Visitors will be able to also have like a customized experience with it. Like maybe they don't want the AR, maybe they just want a traditional tour of the site, they'll be able to do that. They can tap into AR if they want to, they can have like just the walking tour if they want to, they could do everything at once. So it sounds like based off of who the visitors are, they'll be able to come here and have like their own unique experience. I think that's kind of
Yeah.
what we.
Yeah,
Got
some
it,
of
because
it
there were
is now-
concerns about
yeah.
it taking over as being AR, and it was like, no, that's not the intention, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just an added layer.
Mhm.
Because we used to have the hologram of Mr. Clerk, and that's where this all came about, is when that technology died.
Yeah,
We've been struggling with what to do, and so, it's our golden opportunity to replace him.
yeah.
He was creepy.
He was, yeah, that's scary. I'm just very happy to hear that accessibility is always on the radar.
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Thank you.
And on that note, last meeting, Jamie brought up the boardwalk. So for everyone to consider, when we start to meet next, I have given you the draft copy again. Although as is, it was approved, knowing it was a working document for the strategic plan. And things that we have to work on, and one we know is the boardwalk for accessibility. I'm just saying we need to keep that front and center, right, Jamie?
I agree.
That's it for my report.
Okay, next is the Municipal Heritage Committee. Does anyone have any information to share?
Well,
Doors open.
yeah, we're on the cusp of doors open. It's this time of year that I wish it was over. And I mean, I wish I had a volunteer sheet to sign all of you up because we need volunteers at probably about 3 sites that are remaining.
And that is October 4th,
It's the weekend
the
after.
weekend after rendezvous,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Saturday after.
Yeah, I'm promoting your fall rendezvous on the Doors Open Facebook page, just because I'm running out of things to talk about on social media. Vanessa did a whole series of graphic design stuff for a countdown. So I did the 4-week countdown and she did the 3-week, 2-week, 1 week, and then she got days, so that it's gonna be brilliant with this new stuff coming out on social media. The Ghost Walk will leave from the back picket fence out here on Queen Street. We have over 700 interested on Facebook for that. Yeah, so we have a plan B that if the group is too big, it won't be 700, but we have Sunny Savina will volunteer to split the group and maybe go across the street with half of the group and proceed on. So it's gonna be, that's gonna be fun to watch. Try and capture some of that on for social media. And Virginia's giving them a portable microphone so that if it is a large group, they'll be able to hear him speak. So.
I have a megaphone if we really need it.
Well, we might need two. Well, I love that because if we have 2 speakers, we might need 2 megaphones. Virginia, did you want to say anything? We put off the heritage booklet to 2026 because there's a lot going on with that booklet, and yeah.
Yeah, and no, it's Jamie and the team and the Doors Open team has been working really hard on getting everything ready. So, I thank them for all their hard work on this event. There seems to be quite a bit of interest, so we're excited about trying to make this an annual event each year. But yeah, volunteers we're gotta fill a few spots yet. So if anybody's available, that would be fantastic, even if it's for a couple hours. The other project that the committee is working on is the heritage trees. So the tree measurements are taking place. And Sarah, I'm not sure if you wanted to share a little bit. Sarah's been working on some of the research, but she's at a little bit of a holding point until we finalize some of the tree measurements.
Yeah, we have sort of a spreadsheet that I've created that has all of the data in it. So hopefully once we have those tree measurements, it'll sort of either put us into a spot for one of these trees to move forward, but it may not. But even without a formal designation, I just feel that making this information available to the public would be beneficial, just so people understand that heritage isn't just for, buildings and culture, but also for our trees and a lot of our, biodiversity in the area. So hopefully we can just make this a bit more aware for people as well, and not just look at it as like a failure if we don't end up moving forward with the actual designation or the recommendation for a designation. So yeah, I think once we have the final measurements, which unfortunately I can't do on my own, otherwise I would have, but yeah, just waiting for those numbers, and then we'll probably bring this forward to the Municipal Heritage Committee next month if we have the numbers. It won't take me very long to plunk those into our spreadsheet. But yeah, thanks for everyone's patience on this. I know it's taken a little longer than we had hoped, but I think overall the project will have been a success, even if we're not designating.
And we'll do property inspections this month, so Virginia is sending out letters to the property owners, and those will get done. So September's a busy month. That's an understatement, hey, Virginia. Virginia says she just puts out fires. She just goes from fire to fire and puts it out. So yeah, I'm looking forward to October the 5th. And so send me an email if you're able to volunteer. We have some people like 10 to 1 and then maybe 1 to 4. And other people are just doing the whole 6 hours at one site. And we've got Alex is working on some student volunteers, so we'll see. It'll come together.
Any other new business?
I made a note in your agenda package. The 2026 CMOG standards is the strategic plans. We got it going, we got it approved at the current level of draft, so it could go in with this year's CMOG. But we should develop it further. So I will be contacting people and I'm going to probably touch base with Sarah also first, because Sarah had taken our strategic plan and like sort of put it in Excel, and so it can be monitored and assigned and timelined and all of that, so I might touch base with you, Sarah.
Sounds good. Thanks, Kathy.
That was all.
Okay, the next meeting is November 12th. And we just need a motion to adjourn. Carol? Someone to second? David? All in favor? Carrie?
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Brittany. We made it before 1 o'clock.
And she had her computer.
Thanks,
I'm
Sarah.
gonna take this with me.
Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good one.
And she was great.
See you maybe at rendezvous.
To
Well-
project management.
Yes, was the plan,
And that's
but
what
we're moving